Hey loves, and welcome in beautiful souls. Today is the NU Lounge, and I wanted to definitely bring in some introspective conversation as always. Sending love to everyone joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure to drop some green hearts in my chat just to show your support. I appreciate you helping me flow through the algorithm. Now, I did take the time to journal because that is one of my greatest strengths, and I am able to tap more into my awareness and just, sorry guys, we got cut off, but just more of self reflection, like I was saying. And so, let's start. So, as I was really reflecting on my own life, I find that there's so much joy in this exact present moment that we are in today. I thank you so much for sharing it with me. And there have been like quite a few times in my life, or more so I can say my journey, that my path veered left, right, up, and down, right? And those were what I like to call the unknown. The moments where it's completely you just facing God, you and spirit. I was really raised in more of a religious background, and as I align more with my spirituality, I want to intentionally align my soul with God's. I've been able to see exactly why the many reasons, or the purpose of my path and the detours and reroutes that God was really walking me and guiding me through. I've really became more aware of a lot of this, and honestly, this is what I've really dissected as the way the majority of the world is operating, which is fear-based love. This was definitely conditioned to a lot of us, so no anger or animosity, just awareness, right? Now, before we move any further and you shut off your mind and completely disregard my insight, I would just really like to ask you to really just kindly reconsider that thought. Just hear me out for a moment. I'd like to genuinely ask you a question. What if fear was not at all what Jesus's teachings or even Christ-like consciousness was supposed to be? In fact, I can't even help but to remember the joy that I truly felt as a child to learn about God. And not really just God, but the most powerful source of all life. That's what I resonated with even as a young child. And to me, I was never bored. I was never without companionship, even though people around me that may or may not have known me, it may have appeared to them as I was alone, but in fact, I was really never alone. I had a ton of friends and a world in which I really, truly enjoyed. And I was able to really just look back at me and really honor myself in that process. And I would go back to my younger self and I would pick her up and really hold her so tight, just to show her that I loved her, because truly I know that I understood already. The next question that I really pose is, if God is a God of love, then why are we practicing fear? I never really understood that honestly. And I really see how our society continues to be negatively impacted based off of this ideology that's been programmed. Because I really truly feel that if you're afraid of God's love, then how can you ever be truly open to fully receiving it? I don't know. The difference to me is where I can see in my life where I am in flow with spirit, opposed to not. I just know that the times when I wasn't, it wasn't because of punishment. It was because I couldn't stay on those paths. Those paths weren't really meant for me to stay on. It was for my growth. And I honor that. I would like to talk about 2 seasons in particular that I really have been able to really dissect just based off of nature. So I was processing this thought internally, and I'm just thinking to myself, we have 4 seasons in the year. And to be honest, there's really only 2 seasons. It's a hot season and it's a cold season. And what I like to reference our human experience to is training and takeoff. Now, the unknown can present itself in many of ways during this season in particular, because you start to have different questions like, did you learn enough in your training? Or maybe even going into like, am I ready to use my training for my takeoff? Those are valid questions. And honestly, I like to call that my sweetest spot. That's where I really met the divine. It's where I found who I is. But there were still a lot of moments of internal confliction, and me really just declaring my reverence over my faith, my belief. Because what I learned was that I didn't ever fear God. This was something that was trying to be instilled in me that I was rejecting subconsciously and also consciously as I grow more in my awareness, is that I never feared God. I truly love God most of all. And I'm committed to building for God because I'm for God, right? And Spirit finds great favor in that. I really never need always the physical proof, because I can see the love all around me. And I, again, honor that. Most thankful. So this message is for you, wherever and whenever this may arrive. Just wanted to let you know that the unknown is not at all where I am is lost. In fact, it's where I am lives. Ashe.